It's the hub. Today we are talking about the late great Sam Loco Efe. We are going through his list of movies to pick the top five Sam Loco Efe movies of all time. You know that's a difficult task because Sam Loco has given us classics upon classics upon classics, but we just have to narrow everything down to five. And yeah, without wasting time, we'll just give like a brief introduction. Sam Loco was born in Enugu but spent a considerable part of his childhood in Abakaliki, which is present day Ebonyi State. And his first, what you consider big break, came when he got the lead part of Lambodo, a play by Dapo Adelugba. Without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the list. We're going from number five to number one. Maybe or maybe no, we're gonna have some honorary mentions. But yeah, at number five we have Mr. Trouble with leading actors Sam Loco Efe, Nkemowo, and Patience Ozokwo. Sam Loco Efe in this movie played the role of Akada, a close, a really close friend to Unsobu, who as a pair just caused trouble in the village. They were a nuisance in the village, but they always like spent their time having dreams of making it big without actually like working towards it. And Patience Ozoko, who was Eliza in this movie, was just tormenting them. Basically, she was tormenting Unsobu, who was Nkemowo, but in essence, she was tormenting the two of them. It's a really good comedy movie, and yeah, at number four we have the cult classic Atinga. Atinga, the cult classic. Like, if you've never actually checked out this movie, you need to go check out this movie. Co-lead actors Nkemo again and Sam Loco. Nkemo plays the role of Atinga, and Sam Loco Efe plays the role of Damien. These guys are a menace to society in this movie. Pure comedy. They go from the village to the city. I do not want to ruin the storyline because you have to go check out this movie. They try to make it. These guys are playing games. They're just living on vibes every day. Atinga is a classic. The only reason why it's probably not even high on the list is because an argument can be made that, or it was like an argument can be made that maybe Nkemowo played more of a bigger role. But I would definitely say equally they made the movie such a classic. And at number three we have Igbudu. One thing I would say is a common theme with like the best Sam Loco movies. I'm generalizing, but like a lot of them have Nkemo as the co-actor, as the co-leading actor. Like Igbudu again also has Nkemo playing the role of Igbudu, while Sam Loco plays the role of Wakare, who together were just, I wouldn't say in this they were I wouldn't say they were really a menace in this one, but they were also trying to make it big. They were going through different avenues from what they did with their in-laws. I'm not trying to ruin it, to how they ended up as native doctors, to trust me, they were just trying to make it from the village. They went through every avenue you can actually think of. And it's such a good movie. It's really, obviously it's funny. Sam Loco and Nkemo cannot miss. So at number two we have Police Recruits. And yeah, I pronounced it like that intentionally because if you like back in the day, if you remember like the ads, the OJ production ads, if you know, you know, like classic Nigerian comedy movies, if you know OJ Productions. When you hear Police Recruit. So this movie had so many legends in one. It had Mr. Ibu, had Chinwe Talago, had Charles Inoje. They were all vying to be like they all came into the police squad as new recruits, and from there you know now like details when they sent them on missions, when they had to like go arrest people. Trust me, like it's on stop, it's on this non-stop comedy. Like it just kept going. Sam Loco played his role to perfection, and all four of them were now in the police force at the same time, just causing havoc, just being a nuisance. Like you need to go check out Police Recruit. And at number one, we have Tom and Jerry, the Nollywood classic, like legendary movie right there. From the theme song to the storyline to the actors, where Sam Loco plays the role of Papa P and Chinedu Kedieze and Osita Heme play the role of Tom and Jerry, his grandsons who are just troublesome, who are just wahala, like broad daylight wahala, just causing a nuisance, a menace in the whole village with their mom out of town doing what she was doing in the city. Now Tom and Jerry, like when you know a movie is when the theme song like Tom and Jerry, I am like that's when you know a movie is bigger than itself. Like it grew a life of itself. Tom and Jerry is arguably Sam Loco's best movie of all time. Like he played his role to perfection. Now you need to go check Tom and Jerry. Anything else I say might just ruin the movie. But yeah, that is our list of the five best Sam Loco Efe movies of all time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us which Nollywood actor you would like us to cover next. And until next time, it's been The Hub.